Hello everyone. I would like to start just by thanking everyone for coming today. It's a wonderful testament to all the lives Sandy was able to touch in her short life. For those of you I hadn't had the chance to meet yet, my name is Terran and Sandy was my aunt. And this is Peyton and she's my niece. I think I speak behalf on both of my siblings and my other cousins when I say that Sandy was so much more than just an aunt to us. Sandy played an irreplaceable part in my life as a second mom since before I can remember. She was my first pen pal. Her house was my vacation destination every summer of my childhood. She brought me shopping every fall for my school clothes. She took me horseback riding for the first time. She taught me how to wrap the towel around my hair when I got out of the shower. And she bought me a new swimsuit when mine was see-through and no one would tell me. As I grew older, her involvement in my life never changed. She became the ear I needed when I had things on my chest that I didn't want to tell my own mom. I can still hear her when I would call 15 years old and just fuming at my mom for something. And I can just hear her saying, "Oh, Jean." Did she really say that? She didn't really say that. Did she say that? Oh, Jean. Sitting on her couch on a Friday night, eating Jack's cookie dough and helping her grade papers, she heard earfuls about all my stress of any kind. I could always tell when she didn't quite agree with my choices, but she didn't want to tell me. She would just say, "Well, I trust that you know what you're doing," and she'd let me go. Of all the time Sandy and I have spent together, and all the places we've gone together, my favorite memories just involve chatting and getting to talk to her about anything. And that's the kind of role Sandy played in all of our lives. She was everybody's friend, and she was everybody's confidant. And I look at some of the cards people have sent, and I see many "I love you, Sandys" written in little hands that are trying so hard to make perfect letters. And I'm reminded that there's no life that was too small to be touched by her compassion. And I know many of you sitting here have equally wonderful stories about Sandy, and I hope that you'll remember them forever. And we will all feel Sandy's loss for the rest of our lives. Jack and Bailey in particular are now just two musketeers where there should be three. My grandma has to face the unbearable pain of burying her littlest girl. And my mom and Uncle Tom have lost the bratty little sister they grew to love more than words can express. My heart breaks when I think of my own nieces and nephew, Peyton, Landon, and Madden, whom Sandy cherished so dearly, and the lifetime of memories that they were robbed of. Thursday trips to the library and weekend trips to the zoo and lunch dates they won't remember. They lost the faithful cheerleader on the sidelines and the face in the audience they were so briefly blessed with. I can only hope to be the kind of aunt to them that Sandy was to me. But Sandy didn't leave us empty-handed. Aside from wonderful memories that we'll hold in our hearts forever, she left us with a lot of important life lessons. Life is fragile, and life is short. And it's too short and too fragile to waste it doing things that don't make you happy. So it's okay to spend an entire Saturday in your sweatpants watching TV on the couch instead of being productive sometimes. And it's okay to spend what might be too much money on the perfect Christmas present if you know it will make someone happy. And it's okay to spend an afternoon watching a webcam of baby eagles or puppies if you want. After all, animals have feelings too. And it's even okay to have cookie dough for dinner on occasion sometimes. Just find what makes you happy and just do it. After all, when Sandy looks down, she doesn't want to see us sad. She wants to see us doing what we love. And I know Peyton and I, on behalf of my family, will all miss Sandy very much.
When you look up in the night sky and you see the brightest star, that is Sandy, and I love that star. I wish it could come back. I remember all the good times we used to have when we had lunches and we didn't even know it. I'm so sorry that Matt and Landon can't remember for when they get older.